Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is PoppinCulture. My guest today is comedian Franko Covington, a very funny comedian out of Charleston, South Carolina. If he's in your city, please go see him. Thank you again for coming on to the show.
Oh yeah, man. Thanks for having me, brother.
No problem, brother. The topics you chose was life and relationships. We'll get into that, but before we do, whenever I have comedians on, a lot of people like to focus on bombing, but I'm more focused on succeeding. So, when was the first time you killed, and how did it feel?
Man, to be honest, I can't even say the night that I killed. Matter of fact, I do have one. I do have one. I was doing a show, the Cut Up Comedy Show Volume 1. And
Okay.
the show was pretty good. It was a real good show. The crowd loved it. It was packed. And everyone was coming up to me, talking to me, telling me how I did good. They loved the set. And it was another show, Cut Up Comedy Show Volume 5. Yo, I actually went crazy out there. Like, I didn't care about the time. I didn't care about nothing because I was just in my zone. I was in the mood, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think those two shows that I feel that I actually had killed.
Nice, nice, nice. I've heard about the cut up, man. I heard that's a fun room.
Yeah, man, it's definitely fun, man. You see a lot of talent. You see some comedians, you see some singers, and South Carolina got so much talent, man. Like there's so much talent down here in South Carolina that people don't even know about, man. So when people put together little events and stuff like that, and you just seeing so many different talents, it's like, wow.
Nice, nice. Is there anything you've done before that compares to that feeling of killing it?
Well, just I write. I do a lot of writing. Um, so some of the stuff that I be writing, I just be shocked because I came up with this. Like I got some storytellings that I write a lot. Sometimes I just sit in my car. That's my thinking box, my car. So I sit in there and I just write, and then I go back and look over it, and I'm like, dang, I came up with this. I came up with that. So didn't really put it on stage other than the comedy thing. So yeah.
Nice. Um, and that's a great answer. I truly appreciate you. When I come to male comedians, when I ever ask that question, it goes straight to sex. Like, I was like,
I'm a piece at that now, but
uh, I'm just thinking like I've killed on stage. It's levels apparently.
Yeah,
But
definitely, yeah.
yes, yes. But we'll get straight to the top, man. You chose life and relationships. Any special reason why?
Because like life, I look at it as living faith every day. That's my definition of life, living faith every day. Some people like either down themselves or don't feel like they're at the place that they want to be at in life because of the situations that they've been through in life. And me, I look at life as just one big lesson, you know what I'm saying? So you learn from your mistakes. It don't matter whether you've been in jail, don't matter whether you've been an addict, it don't matter whether you've been abused, sexually abused, like it don't matter. You can always change and still be a better person than the person that you was. So that's really how I look at it. And me being a comedian, loving to talk to people, some people just feel comfortable with coming to me and telling me their problems and stuff like that. So I always use my situations, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I've been through in life, and I just share it with them. You know what I'm saying? Just showing them like, hey, if I can overcome this, you can overcome and still have a good life. It don't matter what you've been through in life. That's just the path that you went down in life. And, you just got to learn from it. We learn from our mistakes. And that's how I just look at it with life in general, man. You learn from your mistakes and don't hold yourself back from what you know that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or either what you want to do, become, whatever it is, go after it. If you don't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. If you make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. You can always make it. Just go after it. Don't let it seem like, okay, like, for example, I'm not gonna bring up his name, but I know this gentleman. He was doing comedy. I think we actually started together. And me personally, when I'm on stage, I don't listen for the laughter. I don't listen for the laughter. I listen for the people that's talking. because now I can stop my set and I can have you part of my set now since you want to talk while I'm talking on stage. So he's looked at it different. Like he wanted to hear the people laugh, and it's like he was like trying too hard just to get them to laugh, and it didn't work. And like he didn't want to do it anymore. And I was like, no, man, like it's going to happen to everybody. It's life. Like it's going to happen. But if it's something that you really love to do, go after it. Keep going. You know, if you fall on your back, you can get up.
Yeah, that's true. I completely agree with it. All right, guys, before we get in dig any deeper, 40-year-old rappers. We're not talking to y'all. We're not that mixtape you keep trying to send people DMs. This is not meant for y'all. Please go back to school. This is I'm joking. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You'll blow up.
Keep doing it till you make
Yeah. Everybody wants to hear 60 Cent.
it.
This is
More like 75.
yeah, exactly. It's oh boy, it's so many, man. It's so many. It's like, brother, goddamn, you got kids. It's time to give it up. But yeah, just I'm serious. That mixtape will make it. Put it on that piff. God. I'm sorry, you were going on a roll. Um, so in your personal life, not in your personal life, because you don't have to share anything you don't want to share, but what's the best story you've heard of someone like really messing up and overcoming?
Me, to be honest. When I first started doing stand-up, like honestly, I've been doing stand-up for possibly 6 years.
Oh,
Um,
congrats, brother.
but consistently 3.
Okay.
And the only reason that I say that is because I started at the Laughing Skull Lounge in Midtown Atlanta. And the first time I get on stage, you know, after that 5 minutes, everyone was coming back to me saying I did good, keep going, don't stop, don't stop. Then I came back and did it again. It was different. I'm with a different crowd. So I'm like, dang, like what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing wrong. And mind you, now this is my first time, so I don't have no mentor and nobody showing me anything. You know, I'm learning from the greats that I watch, like Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? So linked up with a promoter. I'm not gonna mention his name. I linked up with him, and he always gave me stage time. He always gave me stage time. And me, I write, but when it comes to me telling my life story, I don't write it because it's already written in me. So there's no need for me to write it down. I already know it word for word. He was like, "Hey man, you want to do a show? You got 11 minutes." And I said, "Oh, 11 minutes. I never did 11 minutes. I'm so used to 3 or 5 minutes. You know, I never did 11 minutes." And man, my lady, she came out to the show. I had some people that came out to the show. And man, when I tell you, it was crickets. Like I probably heard a couple laughs, but it was literally like crickets. Mind you, I'm still fresh and I'm still new. I'm so hyped that I'm doing what I love to do. But then I'm like, hey, these people ain't really rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't even rocking with me yet. I always record my videos. So one thing that I had to do is like, I literally got scared of the mic. Like when I got off stage, I was like, nah, I don't think I want to do this. Cause you know, I wasn't getting the same reaction that I would get when I was going to Midtown Atlanta. And something was like, it always kept popping in my head. Comedy always keep popping in my head. Always. Been like that for the longest. So I just started watching my videos. During the quarantine, I had created my YouTube channel. And I'm just looking at my videos and like, I never looked at the ground. I mean, I never looked at the crowd. I always looked at the ground. Oh, I looked up. No facial expression, no body movement, no nothing, you know? And I always talk over my punchline. So I hit you with the punchline, and while you laughing, I'm still talking. So now it's like I'm forcing the crowd to hurry up and laugh and keep listening. I was like, okay, now I gotta do better. So then I just started to practice, you know, look at myself in the mirror and going over my set, looking, stopping, facial expressions mean or whatever. And since then, man, everything has been going good. Since I had jumped back on it, I started getting bookings here, Columbia, Spartanburg. So
Yeah, I've
yeah,
seen it, brother. You're everywhere, brother, and that's a great story. Thank you again for sharing that, man.
oh yeah,
Uh,
man.
my first time I got booked for 10 minutes, I learned about pauses that night. I definitely only had a tight 5, but
Right.
it luckily the jokes hit so far. Like I didn't feel it till I got the light. It was like the moment I got the light at 9 is when I was like, whew, all right, I just said some stuff like, oh man, you guys had fun time tonight. Like I was literally just cruised to that last 30 seconds and I was like, just made it.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah, yeah,
that's how I be, man. Like
yeah.
usually when I'm up there, like my thing that I need to work on is timing. Sometimes I'll be going over my time.
Oh,
But
you
man,
can't do that, brother.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
when you're up there on stage, like it's just it's different. Like I'm not thinking about the time. I'm just thinking about giving it to them, making them laugh till they cry, like making their stomach hurt, like letting them know like comedian Franco was here. Therefore, if you see me out in the street, like, oh yeah, ain't you a comedian? Your name comedian Franco, right? You know, like they acknowledging you is like, okay, yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going at this. I'm gonna keep going at this.
Yeah, first time somebody ever like recognized me, I guess I was at CC's Pizza, so I made it, and I just remember the guy looked at me, he kept looking at me, and I was, I've lived a pretty normal life, but in the back of my mind, I was like, man, I ain't beat nobody, I haven't gotten in a fight in years. Like, I hope this nigga didn't remember me from high school. So like, this is a
Right.
decade, this is an ass whooping a decade in the making. But then he walked up to me and he was just like, hey, I've seen you at such and such. And I was like, oh, I was like, appreciate it, brother. I thought I was about to front kick you. It was about to be This Sponsor and CC's
All
Pizza.
right. It's about to go down to CC's.
Yes, yes. So you all said relationships in comedy for people that aren't comedians or don't know anything about comedy. Can you explain to them how important relationships are?
Well, for one, when you're dealing with a comedian, whether you're dating a male comedian or you're dating a female comedian, you got to separate the two. You have to separate the two. Like me, I do stand up, okay, but outside my stand up, I'm Franklin Covington, but when I'm on social media, I'm comedian Franco. So you kind of like have to separate the two because you really don't want to get into a mode of your woman getting jealous or you getting too much of attention or your man getting jealous because you're getting too much attention and probably something can happen. No, it's not. Like this is just they loving me, they enjoying what I'm doing, and that's all that it is. So when you really in a relationship and you're in any part of entertainment business, whatever that you're doing when you're in a relationship, sometimes you have to sit down to your partner and let your partner know, like, look, I'm pursuing this for us. I'm not worrying about the attention that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting enough attention from you. So that I'm not worrying about that. I'm just here to make these people laugh, and that's it. The only thing that y'all both got in common is that I'm making both of y'all laugh. That's it. But you get the laughter way more than them. When I get a booking, then they can get the laughter, but you're with me 24/7. So
Yeah.
that's my only preference on that, because I think like some people I don't want to say jealous, but some people start to think other things. Oh, he trying to be slick, or oh, she thinks she funny, laughing in his face. Like, no, like I have to smile. Why not?
Yeah.
You can't just be, hey Frank, and just be, yeah, what's up? That's
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's rude.
But even taking away the romantic part of relationship, just dealing like business relationships and business friendships, how important do you believe that is when it comes to comedy?
Um, Business relationships with comedy. Just keep it strictly business. That's how I look at it. Keep it strictly business. If we're working together, we're networking together. That's all it is. It's nothing more, nothing less, unless you're single and you probably could think something going on, but you never mix business with pleasure. You never
Yeah.
do that. That's a fire waiting to happen. No, don't do that. That's how I just
Exactly.
look at just strictly business, man, because you don't want to get caught up. You
Oh
don't.
yeah.
If you're in a relationship, you don't want to get caught up. You
No.
you don't, because then it's like, how long this been going on? Or you been had
Exactly.
this plan? No,
That's
no.
that's
Like
very
any
true.
any any business relationships that I have going on, when people booking me or when people emailing me or calling my phone, you know, sometimes my lady, she's right there, sometimes she's not, but I'm still letting her know, and I'm talking to them. She's at all my shows, majority of them. She's at all my shows, and I'm introducing her to these people because this is what I want to do. And I also want you to feel comfortable when you're not here. So therefore, you know that it's just business. There's nothing going on. So yeah, man, just keep it strictly business, man. Unless you're single, have fun. But when you're in a relationship, just keep it strictly business because that's just messy.
I never forget my fiance. She was talking about. She was like, "There's hoes out there. There's hoes out there." And she came when I was hosting one night at the comedy house, and after the show,
It's hoes everywhere, man.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I knew she meant it as a joke, but it was just like it was these two ladies at the host. They asked to take a picture with me, and they
Mhm.
weren't. They, everyone was attractive, but they just were not very attractive.
Right.
And I looked over and I said, these are the hoes. I didn't say it out loud, but I said to like, if you worried about these women, all right.
You shouldn't
And
have
I,
to worry about it.
yeah. I was like, I'm a host. These are the hoes that come with the hosting.
Yeah, it comes with, like it literally comes with it. And I'm not even going to say like it's with anything that you're doing. You could be a doctor, and you're going to have some patients that see you out in public, be like, "Oh, hey, Dr. Covington. Oh, hey, how you doing? Did you take those pills to get rid of that little STD yet?" So yeah, man, like just keep it and just let your partner know like it's nothing. It's just business. Like that's all it is. And then
Yes.
females, of course, they're going to have the what if.
Yeah.
Men too. If like, come on.
True. True. Um, I wanted to just throw in like one pop culture question. I know this is a very important subject that we're talking about life and relationship, but when it comes to like life in general, when you watch reality shows, uh, how much of that do you see as being like real life, and how much do you think is scripted?
I feel like this with reality shows, I feel that probably like 85% of it is scripted. I feel like that because think about it. You're watching their life, you're into their life and you're seeing what they got going on and they got drama. They have drama out this world. But then next thing you know, you go on the Instagram or whatever, then you see they cool. So it's like, okay, weren't y'all just fighting in episode 5? And now y'all I'm not saying that it can't happen, but not that quick.
Um,
I
the
feel like
only
probably
go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I feel like probably like 85% of it is scripted. And
All right.
then the rest, like the 15% is probably like real life. And I think you'll be able to tell that it's real life because they will get like what is it? What's the word? They will get like personal, like take this off, take the mic off, cut off the cameras and all that. That's when you know like, oh, they serious right now. Like I guess they did not want that aired out. So yeah, that's how I look at it. Probably 85% of it is scripted because it's all entertainment. It's all
Yes.
entertainment. That's all it is. All entertainment. Like everybody loves drama, right? So if you can sit right there on TV and you can watch drama and just laugh, eat it up, even with social media, everybody loves drama. They want something
Yes.
that they can. So at the end of the day, why not give the world what they want? Give the viewers what they want. They want to see you hit them upside the head or throw a drink in her face. And then you got to be real strong to get a drink thrown in your face. Come on now.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I can deal with a drink. I can't deal with spit. Like a drink, I'm fine with, but spit, that's ass whooping. That's just
that's
is
that's that's tough. I see you as where you'll be at if you try
yeah,
to
man.
even put your lips up like that. You, I'm
Yeah,
thinking that's what you about to do. So I
yeah,
definitely on that, but you can't
yeah.
just throw a drink in a female face on a daily basis on a regular day. Like, girl, forget you. Just toss a drink. Right? No, y'all going to scrap. Y'all going to go down. It's going down.
Oh yeah,
So
especially when they like buy like they wear the most expensive clothing. Like, bitch, you was
yeah,
30,000. Like
stuff.
those are the fights I kind of get. I was just like, oh, okay. I have a coworker. He has a $5,000 couch. Real nice guy. He has a $5,000 couch, and he's doing well in life. And I was so stupid because when you don't have money, you ask questions. They're just like, "Hey, so what does
Right.
this couch do?" And he was like, "No, it's just made from a certain kind of leather." And I was like, "So it's still just a couch?" I was like, "God damn, all right."
That's it. That's all it is. It's just
Yeah, I thought it was
that's
gonna transform or some shit.
That's
Uh,
crazy. I mean, that couch better pay some rent, something.
yeah,
Pay a mortgage.
yeah. I was like, does it have a vagina somewhere? All right, that was too much.
Something.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
spend that money on nothing like that.
Yes. Also, when it comes to relationship wise, the way it deals with pop culture in general, who were two musical artists that when you saw them, you were like, okay, this is a couple I can see lasting forever.
Um, I don't remember the names, but I know I don't remember their wives' name, but I know their husband's name. Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, people
I,
forget Ice Cube has a whole wife. That's right. Yeah.
yeah, Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg had their wife when they didn't have it, all the way up until they have it, and still got it, riding all the way to the end till the wheels fall off. Man, I think
All
that's a
right.
beautiful thing.
All right, let's
That's
hold up
like,
now. Let's hold up. Let's slow down with that. Now we could have said the same thing about Dr. Dre last year. Let's hold up now. We we think they're gonna last forever. Let's slow. Let's pump the brakes now. Everything looking good right now. That Dr. Dre thing took everything. I ain't even got $1
yeah,
billion, and I feel sorry for
yeah, man. Look here, man. Oof, good God.
him.
I don't know if I could deal with that. That's a lot
Now
of money.
they explained it though. Like in general, it seems like a lot of money for us, but apparently he'll only be paying her 12 million a year. But when you're a billionaire, 12 million a year really isn't that bad.
Dang.
I mean, he's still a billionaire. He can get some gloves that don't fit. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's my bad. All right,
Hey,
thanks.
that's it. 12 million a year, a billionaire. Man, I don't care if I was a trillionaire, I still would have had a problem with it. If you want to
I don't
take up.
know. Jeff Bezos was the best one. Jeff Bezos gave his wife 300 million, made her the richest woman in the world, which nobody's gonna be like, oh, the richest woman in the world is rich because of divorce. Nobody wants to talk about that. But
No,
yeah, but just to see him give her that money and within 2 weeks he got it right back is just it's amazing.
you know what I'm saying? So that's probably what Dr. Dre doing. He probably getting it back. And just like, look, here you go. Oh, I'd have made this back
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a couple months.
Yeah. If we see another album, we know why. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
um, TV shows. I know I'm pretty sure we both grew up with, black TV shows. Did you grow up watching UPN by chance? Or
Um,
BET?
yeah, man. BET, UPN, what was the other one? I know it was another one. I can't remember. Was it like
Yeah, B
WG? Something like
WGN, WGN.
yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah.
Getting your opinion, um, when it came to couples, who do you think uh just looking at it off like the way they were portrayed on their separate shows, which couple did you like more? Martin with Martin and Gina, or Damon Wayans and I forgot same wife. I forgot her name on my wife and
My
kids.
wife and kids.
Which one did you
Um,
like better relationship wise, the way they were portrayed?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I like both of them. I like the both of them, and the only reason was because Martin and Gina, they was like a new couple just starting off life together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my wife and kids, that's showing like the marriage side of being married and having a family. So I actually enjoyed both of them, to be honest with you. Now,
Nice.
when it comes to when I like the most, why not, man? Martin, man.
Yeah, of
Like
course. Yeah, yeah.
like Martin, and it was just so like I think like with the reason why I say I like both of them because with my wife and kids, they was always straight up. They were just saying exactly how they feel, just like they accepted, like that's my husband, that's my wife, that's how he is, that's how the kids is. We discipline them, but we discipline them on different levels, but we still have to come together to come to an agreement to make this discipline fall through. And then, with Martin, he just says exactly what's on his mind. And Gina does the same thing. Yeah, some little emotional parts coming in, but that's what comes in a relationship. That's what you get from Martin, from a man's point of view, and from a female's point of view. That's what happens in a marriage when you get it from Damon Wayans' point of view and Tisha Campbell. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, and that's what you get from a wife's point of view, you know. So
Yeah.
I can't choose, you know.
Yeah, I love those shows, by the way. Like I remember being a teenager, Martin made having a 1 bedroom apartment look so cool. And then I got
Yes.
older and I was like, yeah, I want that house off my wife and kids. This like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with Martin, it's just showing us like the startup of a, you know, of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like moving in together, you know, we doing all this, our friends connecting, you know, and then it's like it switches over to now we're married, now we got kids, we got a house, you know.
yeah, nice, nice. Uh Last question when it comes to I want to talk about the music side of relationships. People complain about there not enough like relationship music or love music. I think there really is. You just have to find it. When it comes to like music, you play in your own relationship. I'm not no deep question on this one, but when it comes to like recent music that came out, what would you play on like a date night for you and your wife?
Recent music that just came out. Hmm.
I mean, it could be 5 years, just like five in 5 years,
Oh
and
no, no.
just
For me and my wife, I would play her.
yes,
Her. I just I love her music. She has a beautiful voice. Um, I think the name of the song is "Come Closer."
yep,
Yes, man, I love that song. If I'm driving in the car, if you driving in the car with me, man, and that song's come on, I'ma sing it to the top of my lungs, bro. Like I don't care. Like I love that song. That's one of the songs that I would play, and she knows that because I come in the house singing it, you know. And it, there are it is some relationship music out there. You just like you
yeah,
say, you just got to look of it. Some of it is not mainstream. That's the
yeah.
only thing. Like still artists that's still dropping music, but it's just not. I guess it's just not on that level as everybody else dropping their music now. You
Yes,
know,
one of my homeboys got mad at me, but I stand by it. Bruno Mars makes wedding music.
facts,
In my opinion, he
facts.
does. He drops wedding music. Like that's what I expect to hear at weddings.
Yes, he definitely does. He definitely does. What's the song? Leave the door open.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my jam too. Like I love it, and it's not just because it's a like when I listen to music, I listen to the lyrics. That's what I listen to. You know, forget the beat, forget whether that person can sing or not. It's just the lyrics because I feel that every artist is just telling a story of what they've been through and how they feel about certain situations. And that's how I look at that. So you know, I'm gonna leave the
It's,
door open, girl. Make sure you come.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just at a small wedding and they didn't want a DJ, so they just cut a playlist off Spotify, and it was
So,
hilarious to see my friend had to like go run to his phone because apparently they still have R. Kelly music on the playlist. He was like, this like he was like, who's the DJ? He was like, hey, we got no DJ. Don't worry about this. But bro was about to tackle
oh,
somebody to get to it. But yeah, um,
oh wow, R. Kelly music.
yeah, that's just
Yes, the man made some hits. He wrote some hits. Hey,
oh yeah, he wrote some hits. Ain't no way to go around that. He wrote hits, he sung hits. Like ain't
he's a messed up. What he did was foul and disgusting, and you know, no man should do. But the man got music, man.
oh
And
yeah.
his music created generations and generations. Like some people still to this day still listen to
Oh yeah, he definitely made sure he made music so he could have more victims. And
it.
okay, all right, that's not right. Okay, all right. Uh, life in general, that which I thought that was a very thank you so much for choosing that topic. Life in general, we talked about the ups and downs when it comes to it. But if you had a movie that really portrayed what you think life is about, what movie is that?
Antoine Fisher.
Oh shit, nice, nice,
Antoine
nice.
Fisher. From everything that he's been through, being molested, being, you know, in a foster home, being mistreated, he still made himself, you know, he still became the man that he wanted to be, and he still overcame all that, even though being a man, it was still hurtful to him. But he overcame it, man. He overcame it. Like he faced his demons. Like he faced the dark side that most people are afraid to face. And he went head up with the devil and just overcome it, man. So that's why I'm fishing, man. I definitely enjoy that movie.
Nice. Well, man, is there anything else you'd like to say about life and relationships?
Um, the only thing I could really say is we only live once. You can't make your way through life being mad, being upset, or blaming people for the decisions that you made in life. Like I said, that's all life is. One big decision. You make the right one, you make the wrong one. Sometimes your wrong decision is really a right, and sometimes the right decision is really a wrong. But at the end of the day, you can always overcome that. You can always change yourself. It's always time to change, but you can't change time. It's always time to change it. You can't change time. With relationships, it's just it takes two to build a relationship. Strong, loving relationship. It takes two, not one person. One person can't do it by itself. Jordan did not win all those championships by himself. He had a team behind him. And when you're in a relationship, you're a team. Whether you're going to argue, you're going to fuss, that comes with being in a relationship. So, you found somebody, get to know that person first. Know them, not what they can offer. Know them. And just ride it till the wheels fall off. Be open, man. Communication is one of the biggest things that I think of when it comes to a relationship. Because as long as you communicate with each other, everything else will fall in line. To the simple fact, you can just be living a check-to-check life, but you feel like you're a millionaire. Because y'all communicate with each other, y'all knocking everything out together, y'all still having time for each other. Some people get in these relationships and they forget about how their relationship started.
Amen.
Remember, first met that woman, you was always quick to go pick her up. You always been quick to call her. You always wanted to do something special for her. So when you're in a relationship, 3, 5, probably 7 years, like me and my wife, we've been married for 4 years, but we've been together for actually 10 years. So it's like, go back to what you had to do to get her, rekindle the spark that made you say, yeah, I want this to be my girl, or I want this to be my man, or my wife, or my husband. Go back to that. And it's not always on the man. It feels good when female does it too. I mean, if I come home and I see a candlelight dinner, of course I'm like, oh shit, for me, let me go wash up and smell good. Because that's stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Like, spoil each other, be happy with each other, communicate with each other. Don't make a relationship seem like it's hard, because really, it's not. It's very easy if you take your time.
Brother, I'm that's good to hear, guys. Make sure y'all listen to it. He dropping a lot of gems, man. Thank you for dropping the gems, brother. You, brother, I can tell you, brother, that was good to hear. I ain't even gonna lie to you, brother. If I walk in my damn house and see candles, I'll be like, this light don't cut on when I turn this switch.
It's gonna be a problem, right?
It's gonna be, I know what I paid. You didn't wait till I get off work to
right. Hey man, what you doing? Praying?
Just like I know what time I had all day to call these people.
You're right.
Yes. Well, man, thank you so much for coming on to the show, man. Please tell them where they can follow you, and is there anything you want to say to your fans?
Oh yeah, man. Y'all can follow me on Comedian Franko, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Same thing, Comedian Franko. I have a show coming up, my first hour special. It's a little showcase I got booked to do, and it'll be my first time doing a whole hour. So I'll probably be, I already done started posting it, so it's on all my pages. And to all my fans, thanks for the support, the motivation, and I ain't finished yet. And once I make it, I'm still going to keep going. And thank y'all for following me and rocking with me, man.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. Thank you again for listening and watching, and have an amazing day.